Ingrid! Quickly! Charlotte, get some water!
What have they done to you? All those weeks, my God!
Next room is better.
Charlotte, put me with the water. Yes. Here. Take this. Take these pills.
Medicine?
Yes, Elizabeth has been smuggling it in for me. Here, Frederick. Dr. Junger, how is he?
Fever is still high.
David, you need to take this. Here. Come, you are burning up, David.
I can't swallow.
Shh, try for me.
Dr. Junger, when did they release you?
Yesterday. They suddenly decided I had nothing to tell them.
Why do they take them? Why do they beat them? Why do they do these terrible things?
Fear. For no other reason but to fill us with fear.
Magda, please, it's all right, it's all right.
Tomorrow, Ghizela. Tomorrow they will take us away.
Tomorrow?
Where?
Poland.
Poland?
Go to bed, Charlotte. Go to bed.
Well, maybe at least we will all be together, yeah? What about Scylla, Bello, all of them? Mama, I don't know, but they are very strong. They are taking good care of themselves, and I know that they would not want us to worry about them.
Here. There is enough for us all.
Put it in your shoe, just in case.
Frederick, are you serious? Suicide?
I would rather die by my own hand than give this wretched bastard the pleasure.
I too.
Shh, quiet, please. I don't want Mama and the others to hear the way you're talking.
Ghizela, put it in your shoe, please.
Ghizela!
Excuse me.
Ghizela! Ghizela!
Frederick, here!
Excuse me.
Where is Dr. Junger? Where are they?
Dead. They took the poison. But Charlotte survived. Charlotte, he didn't give her enough. She must be somewhere in the line. I couldn't find her.
So what? Kisko!
Papa, it's all right.
Dear Ghizela, swear to me, we will see each other in the promised land.
On the book I found us.
Women to the right. To the right.
A moment, please. My brother. Sir, my brother is very sick. He has pneumonia.
I can see he needs medical attention.
Yeah, but
We
quickly,
shall take
please.
good care of him. Take him to the ambulance.
Mama, please, I go with you.
Yeah, good. May my son accompany him?
Yes, if you wish.
Really?
Take them both to the ambulance.
I'll be back soon.
Imra, wait for me there. Please, sir. There is a hospital so that I can visit him later.
Very close. Schnell, schnell. Stay in line. Keep moving. Quickly. Get in.
Frederick! Papa!
Don't worry. He will be all right. Tell your mother to stay with you.
Disco! I found Rachel! Rachel! You were on our train?
Yeah.
Have you seen Charlotte Younger?
No.
How is Isabel?
Thirsty.
Yeah, oh, my darling Isabel. Oh, Disco! Disco!
Dr. Perl! Dr. Perl, I will look after your mother!
Mama!
Don't worry! I will look after your mother! back in line!
And you dared to ask me whose side I was on. Here. There, can you see it? Write it down. I am Dr. Ghizela Perl, number 25404. Prisoner, not collaborator.
Dr. Perl, good morning.
Good morning.
I hope that you understand that yesterday we had no intention of distressing you in any way.
No, it's all right. Good morning, gentlemen. Allow me to introduce my friend here, Didi Goldstein.
Good morning.
Goldstein, morning. Now, picking up where we left off.
Yeah.
The train arrived. Your family was split up. You were taken to be disinfected. Your hair was shorn. A woman was beaten on the head. You tried to help, but you couldn't. Then they tattooed your arm. Correct so far?
Yes.
Dr. Perl, I mean no offense by this, but we have yet to establish your relationship as a doctor in the
In
camp.
Auschwitz, yes.
Yes. Now, before you were tattooed, you told this woman that you were...
We must remember that this woman was a Nazi guard.
Oh, you told this Nazi guard that you were a doctor. Was it at that point that you began to work as a doctor?
No, I never saw her again. I mean, there were so many of them, you know. No, that is not how I began to... That is not when, no.
Then how? When did it happen? Did you volunteer? Someone point you out? You say you didn't collaborate. Were you forced to practice against your will?
No, I volunteered. But please, at that time, I had no idea of the things what they would do.
Come on, come on.
Excuse me. Do you know where is the hospital? Do you know where they took the men?
I don't know.
Oh my God, where are they? How do you pinch yourself?
Bring color to the cheeks. Keep you from being selected.
What took you so long?
Excuse me?
Eating caviar. While we wrote it in here.
You'll get used to it. They have to burn us all before the Russians come. Charlotte. Charlotte Younger.
HAAFAR gave her 3 days. Then, kaput.
Attention!
What have we here?
A dancing girl.
A dancing girl. Will you dance for me?
Papa?
Bravo, bravo, bravo.
Would it please you?
No. She's so beautiful. And such a fine dancer.
Thank you, Papa.
Enchanté. Do we have any doctors here? Achtung! Gibt es Ärzte hier?
There's no doctors? Huh? Not even one?
Achtung! Gibt es Ärzte hier? Any doctors?
Ah, at last. And what kind of doctor are you?
Gynecologist.
Gynecologist. Gynecologist. Excellent. And do you have a private practice, or are you affiliated with a particular clinic?
I have a private practice. I studied inclusion in Berlin.
Berlin, yeah? Yeah, I should have known. I too studied in Berlin. You know, you have an air of authority that I find impressive. You know, this is something I would admire and respect in anyone, but in a doctor, it's marvelous.
Thank you, sir.
Now,
Excuse me, sir. I wonder, with your permission, if you might help find my son. He went to the infirmary last night, and yeah, he is waiting for me there, and I am very worried about him, and I know that he must be worried about me, you know.
Of course, you know, any good son would be concerned for his mother's safety, yeah?
Yeah, and I would like very much to visit him there.
Naturally. Well, we can do that for you.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Perhaps in the meantime you could get a message to him.
With pleasure. The boy's name?
Imre Kraus.
Imre will be told his mother is fine, yeah? Now.
Thank you, sir.
I have
just one more thing, please.
Please, of course.
Forgive me, but if I may.
Please, please carry
on. My brother is very sick, and my mother...
Please. You, your husband, and your mother, your entire family will be reunited sooner than you know. Yeah? Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you,
now,
sir.
I would like to ask you a small favor. Yeah? You are Hungarian. I am German. You know, I think the women might listen better to you than to me. Yeah? Now, we have just built a home for the pregnant women. As you can see, these aren't suitable conditions for expectant mothers. And there'll be clean bedding, good food, you know, medical care, of course. Now, I would hate for them to have to walk. So we're providing some Red Cross trucks to take them there. But the thing is, the sooner we can get them into the trucks, the sooner they can receive the attention they deserve, and, you know, I'm embarrassed to say this, they so desperately need. Yeah. So, could you do this for me? Could you gather the pregnant women and bring them to the head of the line? Yeah?
Of course I can. Of course I can help you, sir.
Thank you
No,
so much.
no, thank you so very much.
You're very kind.
Excuse me? Dr. Mengele has told me that there is a home for expectant mothers.
There will be decent bedding, medical care, good food. These Red Cross trucks will take you to this new home. Yeah, for those of you expecting, I should think this would be a preferable option, yeah.
That make you feel big and strong and powerful, Herr Doctor?
Talking about.
Sending all those women to their death.
He said they were going to the
Don't
infirmary.
you know who he is, Dr. Mengele? He's the doctor of only one thing, death.
No, those were Red Cross
Then
trucks. You
where
saw
are the
them.
Red Cross workers, Doctor?
But I let my son helped my brother onto a Red Cross truck last night. Both of them went on.
Your brother and your son have gone to the place where those women are about to go. Where you sent them all.
No, Dr. Mengele just promised to take a message to Imre.
Dr. Mengele promised to take a message to Imre, to the infirmary. The infirmary is a gas chamber.
No.
A crematorium.
No.
Your son is dead. Look there. There's Mengele's Red Cross trucks. You see that? You are the big doctor, yeah? What is that sweet smell in the air, Surely you have smelled it before. If you are indeed a doctor. Listen, you hear? Yes? Do you know what is burning? Human flesh. Understand? Human flesh.
You're taking the poison. This was an attempt to kill yourself. Dr. Perl?
Yeah, the knowledge of what was happening, what had happened. Crematorium. Imre and my son. It was too much, you know. It was too much.
I'm sorry for your loss. Now, this first day, this was the first you learned of the gas chambers?
And you freely admit that you sent all these women to their deaths in these gas chambers.
I was deceived. I was tricked. Did you not hear what I said? Just as those women were. But except that I lived and do you understand that Dr. Mengele said that those women were going for treatment? I was a doctor, and as a doctor, I wanted this to be so. I believed that there would be an infirmary for everyone. But I was new. At that time, you know, I did not understand what treatment was for pregnant women.
So this treatment was being sent to the gas chamber?
Mostly, yes. Sometimes they were experimented on.
Did you participate in any of these experiments, Dr. Perl? Not even under force?
I would have demanded that they shoot me before experimenting on anyone, pregnant or not.
So you did not assist Dr. Mengele?
We argue now over semantics. Did I assist Dr. Mengele?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. By your definition, yes, that first day, unknowingly. But as soon as I knew the fate of those women, The women that I thought I was helping, but instead I condemned. As soon as I knew, I vowed that there would never again be a pregnant woman in Auschwitz as long as I could help it.
Strong words, Dr. Perl.
Yeah, words. What are words? Mr. Prentice, there are none to describe what I saw.
Why don't we break for lunch and reconvene at 2 o'clock? If that suits everyone.
Sure, sure.
It is over so soon? I'm not going back there. Why? She spoke of Rachel? She spoke of Rachel, didn't she? And of Isabel. Tell me. She's just talking about herself.
Dr. Perl, moving on to the subject of abortion, which you referred to before the break, you say in your visa application that you personally performed over 1,000 abortions?
That is a rough guess, but yes, something close to that.
Oh, no matter what the purpose, Dr. Perl, that's an appalling number.
The matter had a purpose, Mr. Prentice. A very deep and important purpose. To save the lives of the mothers.
Save the lives of the mothers. Women that you tell us were all slated to die eventually.
The Nazis' intention, Mr. Prentice, was to murder all of us. Every last Jew. Starve us, break us, shoot us, burn us, gas us. Anything, as long as the result was death.
Well, we understand, Dr. Pearl, but there are
But
certain
my
contradictions
intention
here.
as a doctor, as a human being, was to survive. I held on, and I forced others to hold on, because I never stopped hoping that the Russians, or perhaps even you, even you, might find us and stop the killing. So, while you fought your war, I fought mine.
Wait a minute, but just maybe you can explain this war of yours.
Gentlemen, please. It is really so simple. Women who were discovered pregnant were killed. I aborted fetuses so that the mother might live. Do you understand? If I could save the life of the mother, and she could survive, then she, with God's will, might bear another child someday. You cannot exterminate the Jewish people as long as Jewish women are having babies.
Were any babies actually born in Auschwitz?
Yeah, some, but any newborn infant would be immediately exterminated along with its mother.
If these women were segregated from the men, how is it they became pregnant?
Most pregnant women at Auschwitz arrived that way. As for the others, some were raped by the SS, some bartered their bodies for food in the latrines.
Latrines?
Yes, there were men, prisoners on work crews who had access to this area.
Still 1,000 pregnant women. Don't you find that number?
Mr. Prentice, excuse Mr. Prentice, Auschwitz was not a few shacks in the woods. It was the size of a small city. There were over 30,000 of us in the Hungarian women's section alone. 1,000 out of 32,000 is actually very few.
Now, you mentioned earlier that Dr. Mengele experimented on pregnant women.
Yes, on both fetus and mother. Without anesthesia. For no purpose other than his own perverse delight. None of it is to be understood. He used no anesthesia, but demanded sterile instruments. He is not to be understood.
If you weren't present at these experiments, how do you know they occurred?
Because these women were brought to me afterwards for treatment. So that they could go back to work. Most of them did not survive. This only encouraged me to abort more pregnant women.
Dr. Perl, I think we're having a little bit of difficulty here understanding the situation that you described.
All right, all right. The women from SIGHET were the first ones, the ones who survived the first selection. They heard about me and they sought me out. The girl who brought me here says you know me?
Dr. Perl.
Oh my God. Leku. Leku. Leku.
Could you do something?
Yes, of course.
I don't want to do it. Shh. But if Mengele finds out, I will be sent to the gas.
I know. Shh. Listen to me. Listen.
Yes.
When we leave this hell, you and your husband will have another child. A free child.
But it took so long. Quiet. We cannot wake the couple.
All right.
Dr.
All right.
Maybe we should.
Lay back. Please, spread your legs. That's it. Now listen to me. Breathe very slowly through your nose. Do you understand?
May I at least see my baby?
Of course you can. Of course. Lie back. Shh.
Oh, no.
Cover her mouth, please.
No.
Shh. Right. Shh. Come down. Come down. Leku, you will have another child. I promise.
So you aborted Leku's fetus?
No. I mean, yes. Leku's fetus did not live.
But if you had no access to the infirmary at that point and you had no
Even at the infirmary,
how...
even at the infirmary, if that is what it can be called, there were very few instruments, Mr. Prentice.
You said Dr. Mengele used instruments, sterile instruments?
Yes, he did, on the experimental block, block 11. But he did not work out of our infirmary.
Before you got to the infirmary and aborted these infants...
Fetuses.
How could you possibly do it without instruments?
With my bare hands, Mr. Prentice. Yeah.
Forgive me, Dr. Perl, but you seem to have no remorse for any of these acts.
Forgive me, Mr. Prentice, but you don't seem to listen. Why should I feel remorse for saving the lives of 1,000 women? I risked my own life every time I did this. If I had been found out at any time, I too would have been sent to the gas. What remorse?
These stories, Dr. Perl, your logic.
A moment, please. Please stop your writing. Please, stop. Stop your writing, please.
Yes.
Gentlemen, Auschwitz was another country. A country with its own rules, its own logic, and these rules change from day to day. from situation to situation. We who were there, who lived it, could not judge one another. And so it is impossible. No, no. It is absurd for you men sitting here to judge me. Yes.
Good evening, Dr. Perl. This is Dr. Mengele calling. I'm so glad I found you. I have a most...
And when were you asked to run the women's hospital at Auschwitz-Birkenau, Dr. Perl? When were you asked to run the hospital?
I do not recall exactly. I do remember that my hair had started to grow in pure white, and I don't know, perhaps 2 months after my arrival there.
By Dr. Mengele.
By Dr. Mengele.
Jewish doctors step forward. We're starting an infirmary for the women. All Jewish doctors step forward. Your name?
Dr. Ruth Stern of Budapest, oncologist.
Good. Other doctors, step forward. Closer, closer. Face them. All Jewish doctors, step forward. Your name? Your name? No one else? Your name?
Dr. Ghizela Perl, SIGHET.
Oh, yes. Gynecologist. Very good. Then we shall see much of each other.
And exactly what was it you did at the hospital, or as you call it, the infirmary?
We treated the sick and wounded as best we could. We had no bandages, just this kind of paper and almost no medicine at all.
Come on, back to work.
Excuse me. With your permission, might this patient just rest for 1 day? Her foot is very infected, and I don't think that
Has this woman back on her feet by this afternoon. She's fit for work.
Dr. Perl, our information indicates that one of your patients was an SS officer. Is that true?
I don't believe this. Are you still suggesting this is something what I would choose to willingly help a Nazi?
Just answer the question, please.
Yes. Irma Ghizela summoned me to her quarters. Because she believed herself pregnant.
Get it out, Wolfman. There are sterilized instruments in the cabinet. Go and get them. And if you tell anyone about this, you know I'll hunt you down.
I won't say a word.
You're a good doctor. It's a pity you have to die. Germany needs good doctors. Will it hurt?
You will feel a sharp pinch and pull. You will cramp a little and bleed.
Well, how long will it hurt for? I can't stand any kind of pain.
Not long. A few hours. You might want to rest and stay off your feet a little. Now, please.
Thank you, Dr. Perl. I think that's all for today.
I'll see you tomorrow. Same time.
Oh, a moment, please. There is another day of this?
Just a few more questions.
I can't believe those damn Yankees lost again. Cost me $10.
Well, that's what happens when you back a loser.
Auschwitz 1 minute, baseball the next. This transition is so easy for you, yes?
Dr. Perl, I assure you this is difficult for all of us to hear.
Yes, Mr. Schumann, I'm sure you are right. Gentlemen, I'm sorry. I must try to understand something. I found a magazine a few days ago. Mr. Prentice, perhaps you have heard of it. I believe it's called the Commonweal. It is a Catholic publication. In this magazine, there are articles about the camps, as you so love to call them. This was 3 years ago. You knew. America knew. You all knew, and you sat here and did nothing? Nothing. Nothing.
Excuse me.
Please, Mr. Prentice, please let me finish.
See you in the morning.
While we were being slaughtered in the summer of 1944, what were you doing, Mr. Smith? Were you strolling down the boardwalk with your wife? Having a picnic on the beach? I really don't understand. And you, Peter Schumann, my fellow Jew, what were you doing to occupy your time? Going to a temple or watching your son's baseball games?
My son was killed on D-Day. His body's never been recovered.
I am so sorry. I truly am. It's just that explaining what happened, I lose myself. I am sorry for the loss of your son. I beg your forgiveness.
See you in the morning.
Dr. Perl? It is only me, Dr. Perl. Martha Weiss from SIGHET.
Oh my God.
I would never believe one day I would be walking by your side in America. Me walking like this with the great Dr. Perl. No one would believe it.
Perhaps you can get these officials to believe it.
But they do not believe you're a great doctor.
Not yet, but who can blame them? They were never in SIGHET. You know, Martha, they have their Park Avenue and their Central Park, but we had a Grand Corso, the river.
The river
Tisa.
Yes. More girls from SIGHET have come.
Yeah?
Yeah, I do not know who, but the woman from the UJA says they are here.
Wonderful. And soon we should have a salon, just as we used to back home.
And I could come?
Oh, you, my dear, you shall be the guest of honor.
Your hair, I just noticed it turned dark again.
Shh, I dyed it. I'm too young to have white hair.
Dr. Perl, we received a letter from a woman who recently arrived in New York. A woman named Zosia. Well, at any rate, this Zosia writes that her sister was refused care at the infirmary because she couldn't pay you. And this sister consequently died.
Yeah, I recall the case. The woman was what we call a Muslim, the walking dead. We had very little medicine, but nothing that we had could have saved her. It was very sad, actually.
So you never required payment for treatment?
Absolutely not.
Am I allowed to speak?
Oh, yeah, please.
Dr. Perl. Dr. Perl saved my life in the infirmary. I am not the only one. She saved so many. I saw it with my own eyes. She asked for nothing. She only gave. I can tell you.
I'd be glad to hear.
I could not walk. I was too sick. My sister Katja was very strong. She practically carried me there.
The Perl from SIGHET. Is she here?
Martha, Katja.
Yes, need your help here.
She hid me during each selection. If Dr. Mengele found her doing that, she would have been shot. The other doctors, too, for helping her. For more than a week, she kept me there, nursing me with words, feeding me her rations, treating for martyrdom, until I grew stronger. I owe Doctor.
It's all right, it's all right. Dr. Mengele was terrified of disease, typhus in particular. It was rampant in Auschwitz, And at any sign of it, he would send the entire affected woman's barrack to the gas, along with both barracks on either side. In other words, 3,000 women murdered for one case of typhus. I was sure that Martha had typhus. And if he had discovered this, off to the gas for all of us, doctors and patients alike. He would come at unexpected times asking for blood samples. It was not the first time we did this, nor the last.
Harigisko. Harigisko.
All right, put your arms out so we can see them. But when Martha was there, we doctors, all 5 of us, took our own blood and marked the vials with our patients' tattoo numbers. We were healthy, you see, and these are the vials that we gave to Mengele.
And this worked.
Every time.
Yes, but that is not all. Dr. Perl saved my life many, many times.
So your sister survived as well?
No. No. She was caught stealing food from me one day. Then Ghizela shot my Katya in the head. Katya! Come. I tried to take her to Dr. Perl, but I was not strong enough. I could not carry her. We must go to Dr. Perl. Yes. We must. Oh.
You go upstairs and take a long hot bath, yeah? I have some wonderful bath oil from Paris. And while you soak, I will go to the shops and we shall have a beautiful meal together.
You don't mind me staying with you?
Oh, my dear. Come. You are in good sleep. Oh, now, go, soak.
All right.
Go.
All right. Ghizela Perl? You cannot serve this woman! Doctor, please, my sister, she is very sick. You see?
No. She will not make it, I'm sorry, Zosha.
No, you have to help her, please. She will die.
No, she will not make it through the night, Zosha. I'm sorry, there's no room.
Then can't she at least die here? With some dignity?
Look, there is not enough room.
Please, I beg you. I beg you.
No, please.
She killed my sister. She killed my sister. You are not a doctor. You are a killer. A killer. Get out of my way!
Oh! Pardon. Madame, do I know you? Have we met?
I think I saw him today.
Who?
Mengele. Dr. Mengele. He looked different. His accent was French, but that means nothing. He could be a disguise.
Would he dare come to New York?
Oh, yeah. He would if he knew I was here.
No. Why would he come just for you?
Because I know. I know the things what he did. I saw the experiments. I saw the things what he did to those women.
Come. Won't take long. I only thought it might interest you. Come. Now, in your practice, How many twins would you say you delivered? You don't know? You must. Please tell me. I'd like to know.
Yeah, maybe two, two sets of twins.
Uh-huh. And did you ever have a mother who bore multiple sets of twins?
No.
Ah, well, I have a very special case for you. A woman from the gypsy camp arrived pregnant. Now, we've since determined she's carrying twins, but this is what makes her truly special. She already has identical twin sons, age 12. Yeah. Wonderful boys. Strapping. Yeah, you should see the way they treat me when we play soccer. Yeah, and they practically steal the chocolate from my pockets. Very clever boys. I've grown quite fond of them. So, a woman with one set of healthy twins arrives pregnant with another set. Impressive, yes? Yes. The gypsy camp has provided us with many fascinating specimens. We have yet to determine whether her unborn twins are identical, but we'll know soon enough when you induce her. Such an amazing opportunity to be able to study the boys and their infant siblings at the same time. It's unprecedented. Of course, we shall study the mother as well. Now, she is the one who could provide us with the clues we need to unlock the magical secret behind the conception of twins.
Excuse me, but there is no magic, Dr. Mengele. No secret to unlock. We know very well how twins are conceived.
Yes. But, Dr. Perl, imagine, if we could isolate the eggs of a woman prone to having twins, could we then replicate that process in other women? Specifically in Aryan women? Think of the implications, huh? Yeah. What an ingenious way to quickly multiply a pure Aryan race. Of course, first, we must eliminate all contaminants to Aryan blood. Yeah? Une femme de le monde, une femme avec votre qualification, votre érudition, votre culture, sans doute vous parlez français, oui?
Oui, je parle français.
Wonderful. You know, I knew we had more in common than a love of medicine. Even though she's a gypsy, she understands a surprising amount of German. Alors, vous et moi, nous parlerons français aujourd'hui.
Oui, d'accord.
Voilà. Doesn't she look strong? Quand je l'ai vue sur la plateforme avec les juments, je savais qu'elle était quelqu'un d'extraordinaire. Deux couples de juments. We have taken great care of you. Huh? And you have done a very good job. Un collègue se joindra à nous et observera. Je dois m'arranger. Non, pas vous. Pas vous, ce n'est pas nécessaire. Vous commencez.
What is happening today, do you know?
I never strong, so I'm just here to help deliver your babies. All right? So what are you hoping for? Boys, girls?
I don't know.
Maybe one boy, one girl? Huh?
Maybe.
You're beautiful. It's all right. Oh my God. What did I do? God. What did I do? Oh, God, forgive me. God, forgive me. Oh my God. What did I do?
But you had no choice, Dr. Perl. You never hurt anyone. All you ever did was help. I saw you. I will tell them again tomorrow, Dr. Perl.
Oh, my dear God, forgive me.
Usually I would have given her a phenol injection to the heart. It's much cleaner, of course. But when they put up a fight like that, why bother? Dr. Perl, please clean the blood off her belly. The Zonda commander needs to see the instructions for dissection.
Dissection?
Yeah, quickly, please. Yeah, and get it in the truck now, yeah? Time is of the essence. And scrub this room from floor to ceiling. My God, what a mess. Go. Oh, by the way, you're welcome to observe, of course.
No, my patients. I must get back to them.
As you wish.
Oh my God. I will keep pure and holy both my life and my art. Yeah. I will keep pure and holy both my life and my art. In whatever houses I enter, I will enter to help the sick. To help the sick. Yeah. And I will abstain from all intentional wrongdoing and harm. Yeah. Oh, God. Now, if I carry out this oath and break it not, then may I gain forever reputation among all men for my life and for my art. But if I transgress and forswear myself, then may the opposite befall me. May the opposite befall me. Yeah. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Papa, so sorry. Forgive me, Papa. Forgive me, Papa. Papa. Papa, forgive me. Papa. I did everything in my power, Papa. I promise you. I promise. I tried. I tried to believe. Even in that hell, I tried so hard to believe.
I beg you.
No, please.
Doctor? Dr. Perl? Dr. Perl! The copper has broken my arm, and I'm expected back at work in 20.
You must stand in line behind the others. These women have been waiting here all day.
Doctor!
Hey, Mama. Down here, extend your arm.
Because I have nothing, my sister will die. Dr. Perl, can you hear me? Or has all the bread you've taken been stuffed into your ears?
Please, God. Oh, God. Forgive me for Sosha. Oh, God. Forgive me for denying some because they had nothing to give to me. I was just trying to live. Is it such a crime? Just wanting to live.
You want to live?
God.
You want to live, Ghizela? Yes. Listen to me. Listen. As a doctor, you are wonderful, Ghizela. A marvel to behold. Yes. We make fun of you. Telling them about your salons back in SIGHET, reciting poetry, singing songs to them, even as you watch them die.
All I have to treat them with are words, Ruth. Not medicine, just words, that's all.
Words or medicine, Ghizela. They are all going to die, and so are we.
No. You don't understand. The minute you surrender your hope is the minute you begin to die, my friend.
How? So how can we hope that we already surrendered our souls?
Oh, I have surrendered. Nothing.
Why do you live in this make-believe world?
What are you talking about?
Ghizela, look at what you've become.
How
dare you point a finger at me?
Let's see how brave you are, and Mengele points his finger at you.
I'm not accusing you, Ghizela.
You are accusing me.
Listen to me. Listen, together we will drag us all to the gas.
I refuse the gas.
No!
I will not die here. You hear me? No. I refuse. I refuse the gas! I refuse! I didn't want to die. I didn't want to die, Papa. I can recall wanting to be a doctor from the time I was a little girl. And I became a doctor. A very good doctor, if I can say that. I knew that each child that I helped bring into the world was a gift. Not from me, but from God. But everything changed when I was deported to Auschwitz and then began working there as a doctor. You know about some of the things what I did there for the pregnant women. But yes, I also sent unknowingly many women to their deaths within a day of my arrival. And yes, some of the things what I did there, some of the procedures what I was forced to do there, they were not honorable. So you are right. I have blood on my hands. And believe me, I can see it as clearly as you can see this tattoo here on my arm. Both of them forever will identify me as having been a doctor in Auschwitz. Not only to the world, but to myself. And I know this is very difficult for you to understand, gentlemen, not having been there, but it is the truth. I only did what I had to do to survive. Those of us who did not survive, perhaps in some ways they are the best of us. My family. Frederick, my husband, my mother and father. David, all of my brothers. Imran, my son. They will not be joining me here. There will be no coming home for them. So, why did God allow me to survive? Who knows this? Well, I must believe it was so that I could help bring more children into the world. Free children. Children with a chance to live. Do you see, if I could help deliver one Jewish child, and she grows up to have children, and then they have children, then the Nazis will not have succeeded. Do you see this? Yeah. 1 million innocent children were destroyed by them. Well, I want to bring 1 million children into the world. Until the day I die, I must help rebuild what the Nazis worked so hard to destroy. Please, gentlemen, allow me to do this here in America, because if I cannot, then believe me, God should not have allowed me to live. Please.
What's happening?
The Russians are here. The Russians are here. Simon. Simon. Ton enfant. Il est libre, Simon. Ton enfant est libre.
Dr. Perl, although some of your actions during your imprisonment may have been questionable, your intentions were not. These actions were contingent upon your survival and the survival of the women in your care. We therefore approve your request for citizenship.
Dr. Perl, your secretary just called. She said it was
Tell Olga I am running late. I will be there in about a half an
She
hour.
said it was an emergency. Some woman has gone into labor. I've got your things. You can go right away.
Tell Olga to send the woman here.
Well, Olga said she won't go to the hospital. She's terrified of hospitals. She's down on the Lower East Side. Apparently the woman knows you from SIGHET.
Oh my God. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Hey, watch you, lady. Dr. Perl!
Yeah.
Up here! Up here!
Yeah. Oh my God.
Quick! My wife, please! Up here!
Where is she?
Oh, she's in here. Thank God, Dr. Perl. The lawyer's been calling for you all day.
Yeah. Yeah, have you got an apron?
Yes, yeah. Here.
Thank you.
Okay. Oh, no, look, she's in here.
Boil some water, get some clean sheets, and warm them up for me. Quickly.
Water.
Quickly.
Water.
Here is your Dr. Perl. Here she is. Nico. Oh, Nico. There's plenty of time to cry later. We have work to do, yeah? All right. Now, breathe for me. Breathe deeply, dear girl. That's it. Breathe, breathe. God help me. I should be able to give back life today. A gift, Nico. A gift of God. Finally.